What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rome 300. I'm back again. We're here on my channel. He smells like Rome. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. I got picked to be on the tag for this fragrance thing, man. It's weird because I didn't think I've been watching them. I didn't think that was going to happen, but I'm excited. Feel like I'm part of the team now. Shout out to my man. Zenobia Sense, he tagged me, and we both live in Maryland, and we've been, chatting over YouTube about fragrances. So once again, I appreciate that, my man. If you guys don't know about this, the guy Lupe from the Lupe Experience in the UK started this whole fragrance tag thing. Pretty sure you know about it. There's a list of questions they ask and a bunch of reviewers and niche heads. So let me break mine down. Let y'all know a little bit about me. So let's get into it. The first question was, what are your earliest fragrance memories? My earliest fragrance memories. Probably back in the mid to late 80s. My dad and my uncle used to come in the house, and when they went shopping, my uncle would always come home with these little African oils, and I remember one distinct one that the smell, it was called Egyptian musk, and that thing, man, would light up the house. It would come in these little tubes, little rollers. You only had to put like one on your neck and one on your arm, and you would be radiating with fragrances. And I mean, as a young kid, we probably don't like that smell, but it was just something I remember my dad and my uncle into. So Egyptian musk, it's like this. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. I mean, these things are now pretty much in the kiosk, in the mall. They were a little bit more exclusive back then, but yeah, this is what they look like now, if you ever wonder, with the little roller on top. So that's what they look like. That's my earliest fragrance memory. Number two, what was your first fragrance purchase? My first fragrance purchase. First fragrance purchase, I still actually have it. It's a fragrance called Image, and that's actually still one of my favorites since I purchased that probably early 2001, maybe 2. I think 1, 2, or 3. One of the 3. Whenever it first came out, I remember purchasing it and fell in love with it, but it didn't last very long. It's just a really good smell. I can't remember who it was by. I mean, I'll put a picture up of it when the video's up. But Image, very good summer spring smell. That's my first fragrance purchase. What was your first niche purchase? My first niche purchase. That's easy. 2009, I went to New York. Me and my wife had this shopping spree. We just went crazy, went out there and just started throwing money at everything. And this is before I had a kid. You can't do that too much now. But went to Barney's, and I just asked. I said, listen, I want to smell the best fragrances you guys have. And this gentleman just helped me. He was like, okay, here we go. Frederick Malle, I think, was like pretty much exclusive to them. So he let me smell 5, 6 fragrances from them, and I fell in love with this one. As you can see that, L'Homme d'Hiver by Frederick Malle. Love this smell. 2009, got this. You can see that. Very, very sweet smell to me. Kind of citrusy, fruity, a little bit. I don't actually know what the notes are in this. I didn't even know this was a niche fragrance. I just thought it smelled good. And it was funny because the guy was like, okay, you want this one? I said, yeah. He said, okay, this is $325. And immediately I said, I don't want it that bad. I said, I don't need that. Because I didn't know anything about niche fragrances in the price range. I just wanted the fragrance. I should have realized I was in Barney's that it was going to be crazy expensive. And I'm used to, at that time I was used to Macy's $75, $50 for a fragrance, something like that. So he was like, "Oh, you don't want the large one? We have the smaller one for $135." So I was easier to swallow. So that's why I have the 50 ml instead of the 100 ml. Okay, what's next? What was your first blind buy? My first blind buy was, and I noticed because this happened right around the time that I started getting more into fragrances. It was this one, Paul Smith London. I got this around 2010, and it was I saw it in a magazine. It was in a magazine with all these fragrances, and I just was like, I'm gonna get all these unique smelling fragrances. What I thought was unique smelling fragrances, which ones the magazine said they are the best, and Paul Smith London, just the bottle design intrigued me. I didn't know anything about notes or anything like that. I just loved how the bottle looked. So I went to New York again, and this is when I lived in Jersey City. So I just took a train over there, searched in all these stores. No one had it. This one store, it's probably, gone now, but that store had this fragrance. Got it for like, I think I got it for like $50. Still a good smell, still a good scent, but I probably don't wear that as much now because I'm more into the niche fragrances. Okay, what's next? First blind buy. What was your best blind buy? To be honest, I don't really blind buy that much. I've probably only done it twice. I don't really do it because I like to test fragrances out. I don't want to get burnt buying something, especially now the stuff is so expensive. I smell something and I bring it home, and that shit smell like butt. I'd be upset. It's hard to, justify paying the type of money we do on fragrances, and then you don't know what it smells like. I can't go through the notes yet because I don't really understand everything and how it would smell together. So I don't blind buy that much. So I guess the best blind buy I would say would be that one because I've only done it twice. So Paul Smith London would be my best blind buy. What was my worst blind buy? My worst blind buy is this. I was into these bod sprays. If y'all remember bod sprays back, in the day, I bought bod spray about 3 years ago, and I was getting I got like 8 of them, and I just kept wearing those in the summer because they smell so good. One day I went to the mall, Target I think it was, and I went and I saw this new one. It was this one right here. I didn't smell it. I just got it. Said I'm gonna try when I get home. You can see this right here. Bod Black. Man, I sprayed that thing on me. It smelled like metal and lemon. And I don't know if anybody smelled like steel and copper together, and then the dash of lemon on it. That was horrible. Oh my God, I would never. This just stays in the back closet. I know no one's gonna buy it for me, so I just, left it there. So that's my worst blind buy. Like I said, I don't do it that much, and that's the reason because that burnt me. I don't do that shit no more. Let's go. Let's keep going. What are your favorite fragrance notes? My favorite fragrance notes are, it's a few. I love sweet smells, so you're gonna get tonka bean, resin, vanilla. Love those smells. I love rose. I'm really digging oud right now, and I'm not. I ain't gonna say I love oud. I love the really good quality oud. I love that one that's been aged like wine for a really, really long time. I'm digging this one oud that's from Kriegler called Oud for Highness. I got a sample of that shit. Ooh, man, I'm getting that. I'm gonna get that. That's a little expensive, but I definitely gotta get that oud. Is there anything else? Myrrh. Myrrh is one of my favorites. Yeah, it's like that gourmandish smell I love. Oh, and this new flower I've recently smelled. It's not new, but to me it's new. Champaca. Really liking that flower. I'm enjoying that. So, yeah, that's my favorite fragrance and notes right now, so far. Oh, damn, I'm sorry. Incense, of course, and cinnamon too. Incense and cinnamon. That's because of Amouage. They just be killing it with that. So, those two also. What is your favorite fragrance house? My favorite fragrance house probably wouldn't come to a surprise if you watch my channel. My favorite fragrance house is Bodicita Victorious. But it has to be said that I'm really enjoying also Guerlain. Their fragrances are top notch. I mean, like, best quality. So they kind of like right behind. Like just a little bit behind Bodicita Victorious. And the reason I say that because Bodicita Victorious has a large catalog of fragrances that have smelled, and there's like 80 fragrances. So it's going to take me a while to get through finding all the best ones. But Bodicita Victorious, hands down, is my favorite house right now. What fragrance best describes you? It was either, that's kind of hard. What fragrance describes me? Alright, I'm gonna say the one fragrance that comes to mind that describes me is Mona Dior's Vanilla or Vanille. I really like that fragrance, and I think that kind of describes me because it's a smoky, sweet fragrance. The first hit of it, I think, is like a burnt tobacco, and then vanilla comes in there, and there's some other notes that comes in there, and I kind of feel like that's kind of how I am. When you first meet me, I'm kind of complexed a little bit. People don't know how to approach me due to the fact that I, do comedy. They think it's hard to talk to me, but once you get to know me, really sweet, really nice, and a fun person to be around. And that's how the fragrance is. It's at first blast, it's like bam, like whoa, and then after it mellows down, that vanilla just comes and just caresses it, and it just feels so good. So I love that fragrance, and that probably would describe me. I hope that I'm answering that right. Y'all probably like, what the hell are you talking about? What else is here? What is your favorite fragrance? My favorite fragrance? My favorite fragrance right now is Bodicita Victorious Numero. Right behind that would be, like really close behind it would definitely be Roger Dove's Amber Oud. Masterpiece. Both of them. Bodicita Victorious Numero, if you have not smelled that, it is expensive. Just like Roger Dove, fragrance is expensive. But they are unbelievable smells. So, my favorite fragrance, Bodicita Victorious. Second place, Roger Dove, Amber Oud. What is your fragrance profile? My fragrance profile would be anything gourmandish, anything spicy, and anything gourmandish, anything spicy. And if you have some great smelling rose, that would be it. Great rose, gourmandish, spicy. That's me. Last one. Here we go. Last one. What are your fragrance resolutions going forward? Would be to buy fragrances that I only love. buy fragrances that are of quality, and also try to put on these new fragrance houses that just starting to come out, trying to explore those and put those on the map, trying to introduce it to people that probably are kind of loyal to one or two brands. So I'm gonna do that. So definitely, I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna purchase fragrances that I like. I'm not gonna purchase fragrances that are okay, that I'm just gonna kind of compromise for. If I'm gonna do this and spend the type of money, 150, 200, 300 plus dollars on a fragrance, it better be something that I absolutely love, that I know I'm gonna keep going back into the cabinet or to the cage to spray on. And it has to be quality. Like I said, the juice cannot be just something that's mass produced, something that is just done and given away. Nah. Like I said, the money, it better be there for what we pay. So I hope I answered. I hope that was entertaining. I hope that y'all like what I was talking about. So it's time for me to pass this on and tag someone else. So I'm gonna tag two people. The guy that I'm gonna tag, he has literally one of the craziest collections. Like, I admire this guy because I'm trying to get my collection like this. My man Ryan from Krieg Frag 34. I'm tagging you, my man. Show everybody what you got. Hopefully no one's tagged you yet, but definitely want to see what you got and hear your thoughts on the list. And the second guy I'm going to tag, I actually don't know him. I don't even know if he knows I exist, but Frunkinator. He seems like a well-rounded guy, and also he seems to know a lot about fragrances. He's always interviewing people and talking to these perfumers. So those two, Krieg Frag 34, my man Ryan, and the Frunkinator. Hopefully you guys look at this video and put it up. I'm out. Boy Rome 300. Laugh your ass off. Laugh your balls off if you have them. I'm out. Peace.